Start the episode, Naomi.
Duh.
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 Duh? Da 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 da?
Duh.
No, duh.
Duh. Da 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 da. Duh.
Da 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 da.
That's it. That's what we're using.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Dub Podcast with your host Naomi,
And I'm Sierra.
and we're so happy to see you today. We're gonna get right into it with our dumb moments of the week. Sierra, do you have any?
Okay, I have two. One didn't happen this week.
Oh,
This one you were with me.
was I?
So, my car overheated.
I was with her.
And there was an issue with something leaking, which is why it was overheating. So I had to get it repaired,
Duh.
and I drove my car over, and it was after hours. So what you do is if you have to turn your car into the workshop
To service.
after hour,
Yeah.
you have to fill out a sheet and then put your keys in the envelope that comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I rolled my window down to talk to Naomi.
See, that is not my fault though.
But I did roll it down to talk to you. And I had rolled every other window up, made sure of it, double checked, triple checked, and then I rolled down the window to talk to you. And I just so happened to forget to roll that window back up. And I didn't remember until after my keys were sealed in that envelope and put into the slot that you cannot get it back from. So my car sat overnight with an open window, which terrified me. But he was fine. My
Yep.
car was fine.
Harold did
Nothing
great.
happened. Oh, by the way, my car's name is Harold. Just to clear that up. Hers is Edna.
Yep, thank
For
you.
future reference.
Thank you.
For
It's
future
Harold
reference.
and Edna.
Yeah, they're a married couple.
Yeah.
But my car was fine. But just advice to anybody that has to do that. Quadruple check that your windows are fully up, because that was stupid and I felt really stupid.
But it's okay.
I'm definitely not the first person to do that.
No.
That definitely happens all the time.
Yeah.
Because that just slips your mind. The other day I had one of my friends left their window open and it rained.
Oh,
And so their car was soaked.
dang. See,
Yeah.
that's dumb.
At least it didn't rain when my window was down. But what was my second one? You actually have heard this because I've been complaining about it 24/7.
Have I?
Yes. I was on set Friday.
Oh.
And we were outside, and I didn't put bug spray on, and now I'm chewed alive.
And you
And
didn't
I
put the
can't
bug
stop
spray that was
itching.
provided?
Yeah, there was bug spray provided, but I didn't want to put it on, and I didn't think I was wearing long sleeves and a long skirt, not thinking that bugs can go under clothing.
And get trapped there.
Yeah. So now I'm covered in bug bites. So if you see me just scratching away. But yeah, both of those were really stupid. The first one, I guess I could kind of it wasn't too bad. It felt bad in the moment. But the bug spray one, girl, use the freaking bug spray. If it's provided, use it. But I was so adamant on not using it. That was stupid. That was dumb. That was a duh. Duh. Use the bug
duh.
spray.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, what was
Yeah.
your dumb moment of the week? Please
My-
make me feel better about myself.
Well, it happened recently.
Mhm.
I'm on this new little diet regimen.
Mm.
And yesterday, Lady Red came to make an appearance. And the new diet didn't...
I hate that you just called it that. Just call it what it is.
Right.
Period. It's a period.
I was going to say my menstruation cycle, but that's too technical.
That's so advanced. Just say it as it is. It's a period.
Yeah, I got my period, and usually I don't have severe symptoms, but yesterday it almost had me on the floor when I was working. Literally, I was about to faint. And I was thinking back as I made it home after I took medication and after I ate that I didn't eat until 4 o'clock that day. The only thing I had was almost 100 ounces of water. And I thought, I'm dying. And I was also having a panic attack because I didn't want to throw up because I felt nauseous.
Yeah, she had a day. We were supposed to go out last night.
Yeah.
We did not go out.
No.
We did hang out though.
We did
We
hang
had
out,
a chill
though.
night.
Yeah.
We worked.
We worked on our chill night.
Yeah, we just worked on all
We would
last
have
night.
worked on when we were out anyways. We probably would have recorded videos.
Probably.
Like being so serious. But yeah, Naomi, next time eat before 3 o'clock,
Yeah.
especially if you're bleeding.
Yeah.
Like,
Get the nutrients.
yeah, but also this time around, I have a hypersensitive nose.
Yeah, she has like a hound dog nose right now.
Right
Like
now
she
it's
can smell
horrible.
everything. Every time she's like, "Oh, don't." Like we were eating lunch and there was a banana and she was like, "Oh, that banana smell is potent." And I'm like, "What? I can't even smell this banana." What do you
It was
mean?
literally so
No,
strong.
it wasn't.
Yes, it
Literally,
was.
this was in the like a school cafeteria, like at one of our college dining halls. And you could smell the banana over everything else?
Yes.
No,
Like, swear to God.
dude, your scent is your sniffer right now.
My
is
sniffer.
sniffering.
It is sniffering.
Sniffering. That's insane. You
Uh.
smell a banana.
Yeah.
Bananas barely have a scent. Like
Hold
they
on.
have a scent.
Hold on,
but it's
bananas
not-
have a scent.
They have a scent, but it's not that strong.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Do you like bananas?
I do. Occasionally.
Because I would have said that, like, if you didn't like bananas, oh, that's why you smell it so strongly. Because it's the same thing with taste. I'm convinced that if you dislike something, you're going to taste it stronger than people that do like it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would think that scent would be the same. Because, like, you know, the senses are connected.
Because the senses are connected.
Yeah. Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not.
You're being a little meanie bobini. See? You literally just proved my point.
I'm feeling a little
Frisky.
Anyways, guys, follow us on our
Oh
TikTok,
my God.
Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, and Twitter, or X if you prefer.
Would you like to go over what each and every single one of them are? Because we have a mess of social medias right now.
Okay, so our YouTube and Spotify are both at !! Podcast in all capitals.
Yeah, that's the simplest one.
It is the simplest one. X is !_podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty simple. Instagram is !podcast studios.
Mm-hmm.
Hit us up on there. And our TikTok is just !podcast.
Yeah, podcast. That one's the simplest, to be honest. That and then the Spotify and YouTube.
I mean, they're all pretty simple, but unlucky
Yeah.
for us,
At some point,
we will manage. We'll find a way.
We'll somehow get them all the same. Oh my god! I just. Oopsies! It's because this cord is so short that it's like right there. Anyways, that's
Yeah.
not important. But yeah, that's all our socials. Go follow us. DM your dumb moments of the week or leave them in the
Comment
comments
them.
below if you're watching on
Mhm.
YouTube.
Yeah.
But if you're not, TikTok, Instagram, our DMs. Well,
You could tweet us.
TikTok's
You
DMs
could
are probably
tweet
not
us.
open. Yeah, you could also tweet us.
Yeah. Our
What
Twitter is open.
Okay. Random question. What do people still say tweet?
Like, I just did a tweet? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I do.
But it's like X. But like, what would you?
Everybody still knows that it's Twitter, though. Like, you could go to twitter.com and it goes to X.
Obviously, but if you didn't say tweet, what would it be?
A post.
Like, send us a post on. That doesn't sound right for Twitter.
Just send us a tweet on Twitter and we will tweet you back. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
I'm just curious. X, like changing the name just screwed up everything.
That was Elon Musk's idea.
Yeah. No, I'm blaming you.
Oh, it's my fault.
You did it.
It's
You
my
did it.
fault.
Maybe Naomi is Elon Musk.
Right, and that's why I'm sitting here today.
Doing a podcast with little old me.
Little old Sierra. Walter.
Who's afraid of little old me. Sorry.
You should be. You should be. You should be.
Anyways, what are we talking about today?
Oh my god, today we are talking about projects we kind of want to see adapted.
Yeah.
Yeah. and it includes from books to songs.
Mhm.
So,
And if this is your first podcast that you're tuning into, just as a little bit of a background, I'm an actress and writer, and Naomi's a director and producer.
yep,
So we're really into the film thing.
we
So
are.
that's why we wanted to talk about adaptions, because we're also huge readers.
We are. Sierra's a bigger reader than I am. I'm just getting into the world.
You're doing pretty good.
I am doing pretty
She
good.
beat me in reading a book this last week.
And I'm about to beat her again.
You literally read it in a day. Okay, that's just because I haven't started, because I literally was working on Duh while you were reading.
Because I got my priorities done.
Because you didn't have as many.
Maybe if you didn't leave your thing the last minute, you would have been in a different scenario.
Do you see how she's treating me today?
No, because the last podcast came out so late because I had to do it last minute.
Yeah. So, so what are you saying?
I'm just saying that we were on the same
That-
boat.
You're a hypocrite.
Not a hypocrite. I'm just practice
Seems
what I
like
preach, not
it.
as I do, you know?
Yeah. It sounds one and the same to me, but anyways.
Anyway.
Adaptions.
Adaptions. Yeah. I mean, we kind of talked about it on our last podcast, but relating back to it, just as we do want to see an ACOTAR adaptation, I want to see a Fourth Wing adaptation.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we're probably gonna get it.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Like, isn't that in the works? Like, it's in, like, pre-production.
I have no idea.
I don't know if it...
Are they in
I
talks?
think Michael Jordan's film studio or production studio, I think, has the rights for it. And I think it's MGM, if I remember correctly. I know that I saw Rebecca Yarros post something about it, and I think it was those two things that have the rights right now, but I don't know if they've, like, gone any further than just having the rights for it. Yeah, Fourth Wing would be an amazing project. What?
It said that Prime Video had it.
Yeah, because I think it's MGM.
It's on MGM, yeah.
Yeah. See? I know stuff.
Let's see. It's an active development,
Mm-hmm.
60 minutes script.
For a pilot. I think they're doing a TV show.
They only have 2 executive producers on it attached. Other than that, there's no one else attached. And it's
Is-
Rebecca Yarros and then Liz Pelletier.
Did Michael Jordan's production company back out? Because I'm like 100% sure that his production company was attached to it originally.
It says Amazon and Michael B. Jordan's
Okay.
Outlier Society, which has an overall deal with the studio, have acquired the rights to the entire book series.
Okay. Yeah, so I was right.
But the entire book series isn't even out. The
yeah.
newest book edition is coming in January
Wait,
2025.
that's literally perfect because I want to be in it. And I need them to like slow their roll down so then I can get my representation and then audition.
And then if you see me on screen, don't worry about it.
She'll wedge herself in.
Don't worry about it.
Though the thing is, like, Fourth Wing, I would love to be a part of it. Realistically,
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know who I'd play. I would love to play Violet, but I'm 5'8". Do we
Isn't she
picture Violet?
short?
I don't know if they ever specified, but I know that like there's a big height difference between her and Zayden.
I think she's short.
But if they just found a really tall guy, which is rare to find,
Super rare, especially actors.
turn off your ringer.
What?
Oh, Janie
turn,
boo!
turn off your ringer.
Went to both of us. AJ, why are you
Violet.
texting us? AJ is our friend. You'll probably meet her in a future podcast episode because we have a podcast episode planned with her. Oh, if they were to find a very tall actor to play Zayden,
He has to look yummy.
I think I could play Violet, but he needs to be taller, way taller than me.
Yeah.
Doesn't
you
really
would have to dye
matter.
your hair brown.
Yeah, I would do it.
I can't. Oh my god, I would
I would
be
do
so
it.
excited to see you as a brunette. That'd be fun.
That was like if I am to dye my hair a different color after red, once I get sick of red, I probably would dye it brunette
Mhm.
or go back to my natural. But like I think dyeing my hair back to my natural just would be impossible to do because nobody knows what my natural hair color is. Like everybody gives me a different answer.
Mm.
I tell them dirty blonde and they're like, "No, it's light brunette." And then I'm like, "Oh, it's light brunette." And they're like, "No, it's dark dirty blonde." And I'm like,
It's definitely in between.
I like to consider it dirty blonde, like a dark, dirty blonde.
Okay, then it's dark, dirty blonde, ladies and gents.
Yeah. Fourth Wing.
Yeah, I want to see it.
How would you want to see it? Like, what do you envision? Obviously,
Ugh.
it's great that it's Prime because we know that you love Prime.
I
If
do.
you watched the last podcast,
I do love
you would
Prime
know.
because they did such a great job
With
with
Rings of
Rings of
Power.
Power.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it would probably be like an 8 episode every book.
I think it would be long episodes, though.
Oh yeah, it'd be almost like an hour
Mm-hmm.
or going above that
Yeah.
per episode. But
Yeah.
I think it could happen.
I think it would kind of be like where it starts out in more of like a 60-minute, and then like as the season goes on, it gets a little bit longer. So like the season finale could be really long.
Yeah, it could be a 2-hour special. Lord, I would love that. I would love that.
Dude, I'm gonna bring this up every time, but Stranger Things, that's literally what they did. Like their like last episode of season 4 is like 2 hours. It's a full movie basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I like when they do that.
But yeah, I think it would start more traditional, like 60-minute, and then go
Yeah, me
longer
too. I think
as it gets more intense.
yeah. Amazon has the technology for it. Their CGI,
Yeah.
it looks very believable.
Would they be able to pull off dragons?
I think so.
Because my only thing is like I have full faith in Prime.
But you would want
But
it on Max.
I just know that like Max can do dragons because I've seen them do dragons
Mm-hmm.
for like Game of Thrones.
Right.
I haven't watched House of Dragon, but I'm guessing it's about the same.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just happy that Amazon has the rights.
Yeah.
It makes me a very happy
I think
girl.
writing wise, that's a great choice.
Yeah.
I think they'll stay pretty truthful.
Oh, it
They'll
most
make the
definitely
necessary
will.
changes, but they'll stay as truthful as possible.
Yeah.
Because like we have like The Summer I Turned Pretty, which they've made changes, but they were necessary changes. Whether that was to like help the transfer,
Develop the story.
yeah, or modernize it, because there's a lot of things in those like books that probably would not go down well today if they were
No.
said.
Mm-mm.
Which is fine. They came out early 2010s, I
Yeah.
think.
It
So,
aged a little.
Yeah, it aged a little, but they fixed it, and
Yeah.
that's a part of adaptations. You
Mhm.
got to fix things. You got to make some changes.
Yeah.
And I think Prime knows where the line is
Oh yeah.
and what not to cross.
Yeah.
So I think writing wise, Prime is a great choice for Fourth Wing.
You
Yeah.
have to see Rings of Power because then I think you would
The
be
thing is, I
able
just
to.
need to watch like all the Lord of the Rings movies and then The Hobbit.
But
I want to watch all of that before I watch Rings of Power because I want to
No.
know the story. I want to know what I'm getting myself into.
You could always just read it.
I tried. Girls, books are dense. But yeah, Fourth Wing's in good hands with Amazon. I think Amazon's adapted very well
Oh yeah.
before, so
Mhm.
I have full faith.
They have the money, and if they put the budget into it, I think
Mhm.
it'll be successful.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Oh yeah. Do you have any books that you want to see?
Oh,
Adapted?
I have quite a few books
Oh, okay.
that I would love to see adapted.
Go ahead.
I don't think you've read any of these. The
No.
Cruel Prince series.
No.
I actually can't remember if someone does have the rights for the Cruel Prince, but I don't know who it would be. I want to say that somebody does. I'm not 100% sure, and I feel like it's been a long time since they acquired them, so I don't know if they're going to do anything with them. But I think that would be a really cool series, like a TV series. I probably want to be on Prime
It's in development.
or Max. I honestly think the Cruel Prince series could be Disney Plus.
It's Universal Pictures.
Oh, were they gonna make movies out of it?
Theatrical.
They were gonna make movies.
Yep.
I hope that doesn't happen. I want a TV series. I think, actually, weirdly though, I do think The Cruel Prince could be good movies. I don't think, like, there's a lot that happens in those books, but I think they're short enough to
Do
movies. But I will always say that, like, for an adaptation, I will always say TV because it gives them more time to do more and stay
Mhm.
truthful. Whereas, like, movies, most likely they will have to.
Everyone's
leave
just trying to
stuff
get
out.
that franchise, though.
Yeah. But I think if they were to do a TV series and they weren't doing Universal Pictures, that's what you said, right?
It's Universal Pictures.
I was making sure. I actually think Disney Plus could do The Cruel Prince because The Cruel Prince is YA. So I think they could do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think like the CGI there would be a little bit, but not like extensive. So I think it would be about the same as like what Percy Jackson is. So I think Disney Plus could do it. Weirdly, I think they could. I have faith. Not at all that they have the rights or anything. So it doesn't really matter, but
Yeah, the last time any notes were modified on it was in 2017.
yeah, it's probably
It's probably scrapped,
mhm.
but if they have the rights to it, they're not going to sell
Yeah, but
them.
I would love to see that. I would love on like a non-fantasy note from Lukov with Love. It was a figure skating book by Mariana Zapata. And oh my god, it was so good. I like I don't need it to be adapted. I think it could be a good one to adapt because so many people loved the show Spinning Out. But from Lukov with Love is better than
Oh,
Icebreaker. It's so good and it's a slow burn. Like it's a
I
slow
like slow burns.
burn, but I feel like they could do a TV series. I think they could do a movie.
Hmm.
I think they could do either. There's a lot in the book. The book is a good. It's not as long as most Mariana Zapata books, but it is still a little bit hefty.
Mm-hmm.
So if they wanted more time, TV series again. TV series will always be the answer.
Yeah.
But I think
So-
they could do it in a movie. But I think with how much people loved Spinning Out and how much it's compared to Spinning Out, I think because Spinning Out was canceled.
Oh, the side was the
It shouldn't
glare.
have. It was so good. It was a delectable TV show. But because it was canceled, I think this would be like a good way of I know that it would get fans because the fans miss a show like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be a great option of an adaptation. And then lastly, I have Better Than the Movies, which I actually think might also someone might have the rights for it.
That sounds super familiar.
It's so cute. It's such a cute book. Naomi, you need to read it. It's so cute. I read it on Kindle because it was free on Unlimited for a while. It's not
Mhm.
anymore. But it was a very, very cute little rom-com-y kind of book. It was so cute. I would honestly that's the one out of like the three that I think I would like to be in as an actor. And the main character I'm pretty sure has red hair. So hee hee. I'm here waiting. Whenever you're ready. I will play the main character. But yeah, that was really cute.
There's nothing on
Really?
Luminate.
Okay,
No.
so maybe it's just people on TikTok have just started fan casting.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that it has a fan cast of Lola Tung as the main character.
Really?
Yeah. And
Fun.
then I want to say Jack Champion.
Yeah, it's Jack Champion.
I think he's also been fan cast as like the lead guy.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think they would be a wonderful cast.
Yeah.
I think they would slay. But sorry, Lola, I want the role. I want the role. But I know that she'd do it so well. So it's kind of like
I wouldn't mind
I
another
want
Lola
it.
Tongue.
I know. And she slays
Anything.
in the rom-com genre.
Yeah.
And oh my god, she would kill it, but I want it. I want
Dude.
it so bad. Anyways, is there anything else that you want to see that maybe you just want to see but don't want to be
As a
part
book?
of? Yeah, book.
No.
Anything else?
I really haven't read books that I could see as anything.
Mm.
But as I was looking up Jack Champion, Avatar 3 comes out in 2025. The fourth one comes in 29 and the fifth one in 31.
But they've like filmed them all, like haven't they?
I have no idea.
Because I think they filmed a lot like back to back. I don't know if they filmed that many.
No.
But I know that they
I know the
definitely
third
have-
one is done.
Yeah, I know that they've definitely filmed some in advance.
But 2031 for Avatar 5?
That's wild of a contract for them.
That's an amazing contract for them.
I don't know if it is though. That long term.
I mean, but you're continuously in work.
Yes. But like if something that you wanted to do even more came up, you're in that for the long haul.
I mean, he's been in Avengers Endgame, The Night Sitter, Freaky Tales. He's in Scream.
Oh, I don't think I ever saw Endgame. I'm like, what? I don't think I ever saw it. all the Marvel fans are gonna be like, Sierra, what the hell? Sorry, guys. I
I'm
don't
the
think I've seen
Marvel
it.
fan over here, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I like Spider-Man.
no hate to Spider-Man, but oh no, I love Spider-Man. Iron Man's my dude though. Tony
Oh.
Stark.
I've seen the first one twice. I just have no desire to continue.
Okay.
Sorry.
I love RDJ.
Hate to say it. My dad saw him in a diner once in New York City. Literally was like a few tables
Is
down.
there a pic? Where's the proof?
No, he doesn't have a pic, but he was like, yeah, I turned around and he was just there.
I can see your dad doing that too.
But apparently that like diner in New York City, I don't remember what it's called, so do not ask me, is like known for having celebrities eat there. Did I eat there the last time that I was there? Yeah. Did I see any? No.
You know what's crazy?
That's my luck.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Actors eat anywhere. Shocking, right?
Well, duh.
Shocking.
But there's definitely a few that like
Prefer certain places.
get a ton because they're rated highly.
Yeah. And
because they know other celebrities go there. They kind of just start like a chain reaction.
They just want to see like what's the hype.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not probably nothing.
Actually, it was pretty good. That diner it kind of slapped. So many other books that I would want to, but these are the ones that like I want to do it. I want to do it so bad. I want to be a writer or an actor.
Yeah.
Do I talk about those?
Go ahead. You could talk about those.
Okay, first one. Little bit angry because it was going to be made. Netflix had the rights. It's been tried to be made 3 times, twice by the CW, once by Netflix, and it's never worked out.
Oh.
And that's The Selection. If you're a Selection fan, you know the tea. And it's very frustrating because the CW tried. I don't know if it was the CW that did it twice. I think that they did it twice. If not, there was another movie that was like in the works and it didn't work out.
The Selection started on CW.
Mhm.
Then they have one. No, that's a history show. They have a film
Okay, so maybe it wasn't CW twice.
with Netflix.
Ah, okay.
2024 modified.
But I know it's been tried to be made 3 times. I don't know exactly all the details, but I know that the CW made a pilot. I'm pretty sure still on YouTube that you can watch it. It was unaired. It was scrapped. And it was terrible. I didn't even finish it. I watched part of it. It was like they were trying to make The Selection into the Hunger Games. And it's just not that. If you haven't read The Selection, right?
No.
Okay, if you haven't read The Selection, the whole premise is kind of like a Bachelor kind of feel. So it takes place in the future, but
Wait. I think I read the first one.
Okay. But like for anybody who's watching that doesn't know.
Yeah.
It takes place in the future America, and they're back in like a monarchy. And every so often when the next like heir comes of age, they put on this thing called the selection where the prince will select girls from each number. I want to say district, but that's very Hunger Games, but it may have also been called district in there. But there's basically like number ranking. And they
It's
pick
district.
like
It's district.
yeah, they pick girls from like each
District. It's 35
No,
girls.
it's area. It's area. They do it based off of area. They pick girls a certain way, basically. And they all come to the castle and then they compete for the love of the prince, basically. And then by the end, he'll pick one and that will be his wife. That's the premise of it. But for some reason, the CW, they kept the premise, but the fashion and like the set design was all very like they were trying to be Hunger Games, but like knockoff Hunger Games. It just wasn't working, and I'm happy that they called it off. Actually, no, the CW did try to adapt it twice. I just don't think it's put on because there was the unaired pilot that was filmed with a complete different cast, and then there was another one that was written with a different cast with the dude that played what's his name? The Vampire Diaries that gets with Bonnie. Hold on. Hold one memento, please. But there was another pilot that was supposed to have the dude that played Enzo in the Vampire Diaries and the girl that played Petra from
Yeah.
Jane with the Virgin. That script, oh my god, they went so off book. So off book. Just within the first scene. It was so out of character for so many of the characters. It was like, no, you just took the names of the people from the book and made completely different people. Like, absolutely not. I'm happy that it didn't happen. But because of that, I'm really frustrated. And then Netflix had it, and the director would have been perfect. The director that was attached to it would have been perfect. I can't remember her name, and even if I did, I don't think I'd be able to pronounce it, to be honest, so I'm not even going to try. But she would have been perfect. It was a female director for like a female-led show. It would have been amazing. But Netflix last year, I think, finally called it off. And I'm very, very sad about it because I think it could have been really great. But this gives me the opportunity. I can do it. I can do it now because I have such a vision. Oh my god, I want to like do very. I want it to still seem sci-fi. One of the things that I love about the selection is that it takes place in the future, but it feels very historical because of like the monarchy, the castles, the dresses, like the grand dresses.
Mm-hmm.
I don't grand dresses. That sounded very weird when I said it. And I would love, oh my god, it would be so fun to like pick out the style of dresses. I don't want to do promy dresses or like modern dresses. I want to do like evening gowns, ball gowns, like extravagant gowns.
You want to be in a period piece.
Yes, but make sure that like the atmosphere still reminds everyone this is the future. Like this isn't the past. This is the future.
Like history repeats itself.
Yes. So like the dresses can kind of be a little bit more old-timey, but like the surrounding and stuff will remind people that it's like no.
Yeah.
This is future America that we are living in right now.
This is America.
This is America.
Don't get me stupid enough.
I also think a soundtrack could be amazing for a show like that. I think you could have a little bit of like what kind of Bridgerton does with like the violin of modern music, like instrumental of modern music.
Yeah.
I think
so beautiful.
I think they could have a little bit of that, but also just some fun like modern music as well.
I can't
Talking
wait.
about a good adaptation.
Ooh.
But we'll get there. But actually, wait. Tying that in, I think Shonda Rhimes should do the selection.
She could do it.
Shondaland would kill it.
It would be part of the Shondaverse.
If you follow me on my personal TikTok, you would know that I have made a video on this and it did extremely well. And so many people agree with me that she should take control of it.
Shonda Rhimes can do no wrong.
No, she cannot. But like, unfortunately, Netflix has terminated. So if that's going to happen, who knows? But yeah, I'm not going to ramble on more about the selection, but obviously I'm very passionate and I do have like such a vision, but also I want to be in it. I would want to play America or Chris. Those are my top two characters that I'd want to play.
Period.
I want to play the main character or the backstab.
Oh, I would rather
Spoiler.
Just be an extra. Just an extra.
Oh, it would be so much fun to be an extra in it, like wear the ball gowns and like extravagant clothes.
And get paid to do that? Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. But that would be an excellent adaptation to do. The other one that I had that I really want to be in is Fourth Wing and ACOTAR. And we talked about ACOTAR in our last podcast. So if you didn't watch our last podcast, but you want to hear our thoughts on an adaptation for ACOTAR, definitely go check it out because we rambled. We rambled on.
And we're probably going to talk about ACOTAR again because it was not enough.
Yeah, we could talk way more about it. There's so much to talk about. You were talking about how like it felt very service level, so we have a lot more to dive in.
We do. But if you do want to hear about adaptations, we did talk about that.
Yeah. So check that out. So we're not going to talk about ACOTAR much in this video, but that is one that I would love to be in because I'd love to play Feyre.
Yeah.
I would love to play anybody, but I definitely want to work as an actor in that, and same thing with Fourth Wing. Though I would do Fourth Wing as a writer, but I really want to be an actor in Fourth Wing.
I would like to be in Fourth Wing in any part. I think being an actor as one of the leads would be physically draining.
No, I want to do it so bad. Like, I want to do the training. I want to learn all, like, how to do all of it. Like, I think that would be this is where we differ.
No, but it sounds like so much fun. I think
Mhm. But like doing like stunts is a lot of fun. Like, yeah, it's taxing, but I think I was telling you this. For some reason, here at our school, for the student films that I do, I'm always thrown around. Like, I'm always falling. All my characters are off balance, and I'm always tripping over something. I'm getting like thrown around by someone. So I do a lot of like, they're not extensive stunts by any means, but I can kind of get where it's starting to come. And our school used to offer a stunt like choreography class.
Yeah.
But
something
yeah,
happened.
something happened and they don't do it now.
No.
But I wish that they did, because that would be like one of my top picks for classes that I want to take. Because I want to do like the fantasy projects that take a lot, like,
yeah,
to prepare for.
I
and
just
learn
don't think
for.
I've had enough experience. The
Yeah.
stunts that I've worked with on production is just not a stunt.
They would train you prior.
Yeah.
And you'd have a stunt double.
And I think that process would be so fun, because here I am at the last one talking about how I would play Nesta, because I would.
Yeah.
I would do all of it.
But like, they 100% would train you, and then you'd also like have a stunt double, so you'd probably not even be doing half of your stunts. But it's
Which
good
is
to
kind of
know.
sad, because I think I would, if I were to act, I'd want to be the one that gets battered and bruised.
Well, it's just you can't. You also need to be able to like walk
and move the next day.
and move.
Yeah.
to do your
Imagine.
lines.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
That is why they hire other people to do those stunts that could possibly kill you. Yeah, I would love to do stunts, and I'd love to be trained. But this is also why, like, I really want to like learn how to ride horses and do archery, so then I can put those. Well, one.
Why don't we just
I
go ride
want-
horses?
I've been asking.
Okay, let's go ride horses.
Yes,
There's like a
please.
horseback riding 30 minutes out.
We have an equestrian major. We do. We're just so random for an art school, but okay.
And they give full rides for it. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah.
It's fine.
But I want to learn those things just anyways, but then I can also put it on my resume.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Oh. I want to learn how to fence also.
I'd go fencing with you.
Because here's the thing, fencing and sword fighting, very similar. If you know how to fence, I feel like picking up sword fighting for like stunt choreography and stuff would be pretty easy.
Plus, all the swords that you're gonna wear,
they're not
stunts
real,
are fake.
obviously.
They're so fake.
Obviously.
They're so fake.
You think they'd give actors real swords?
Please.
Imagine.
Heads off everywhere.
We are so clumsy. We're such a clumsy bunch.
You're gonna nick your actor.
Like, again, there's a reason why we get stunt doubles. Because we would probably kill ourselves, to be honest.
Yeah.
We have no coordination. There's a reason there's blooper reels.
Well, the giggles are a thing. The giggle
Yeah,
fit.
but do you realize how many people fall in those blooper reels? How many actors just wipe out, just walking?
That would be me.
Oh, it would be me too. Did you see how I ran the other night?
I wish I got that on video so I could have it like just go on the screen right now.
Anyways, we got so off topic. But
It's
yeah,
okay.
stunts, amazing.
Great.
We love the stunt people. We'd love to do our own stunts someday. Though, for you to do stunts, you have to claim being an actor.
Sierra's still waiting for the podcast that I claim that I am an actor.
Yeah. Because you talk about, like, I want to do this project as an actor. Girl, you won't even say that you're a performing arts minor.
And yeah, anytime you get an opportunity to say it, there you go.
Yeah. Because you are.
I am.
And you should be proud. Because
I'm
guess
not
what?
saying I'm embarrassed.
Then why don't you ever mention it?
It doesn't come in conversation naturally. Oh, what was your
Sometimes it
major?
does.
Film and television. Oh, what did you do? No one says, what was your minor?
I always say, when somebody asks me what my major is, I'm like, I'm a performing arts major with a minor in dramatic writing.
Oh.
I always answer with both because I'm so proud of both.
I'm proud of being a performing arts minor.
I don't think you are. I really don't think you are.
I am. It got me out of my shell, which I'm thankful for. And actors are a very welcoming bunch when you get to meet the right people.
Yeah,
It very specific in the margins,
very specific people.
but it's a very safe community.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. Tell that to the rest of this school because they don't understand it like you do.
they're out for blood, but it's okay.
Yeah. It's okay. It's fine. Just get bullied by every other major.
It's okay. Nobody likes us.
Yeah, but with good reason for you guys.
Excuse me.
Not the females. The guys,
Oh.
the film bros.
Yikes.
Good reason.
Yikes.
Good reason. The actors, they make fun of us because we're actors. Literally for no reason.
Yeah.
There are select few that, yeah, they should be made fun of.
Sierra, you're no better than the rest. You're no better.
But they generalize us and they're all like, oh, the actors are pretentious. And it's like, no.
Only certain ones.
No. Like, whenever I go into a class that's non-acting and I'm like, yeah, I'm performing arts, the silence that follows.
You know the silence that followed when I said I was a film and television in a performing arts class? The
No.
silence.
That's wild, though, because I would think that people would be jumping on
Oh,
you.
no.
Because they'd
Then
want...
the professor would say, you guys have to get to know her.
Oh, yeah, because you are our contact.
And then everybody would talk to me in class.
Then you became popular. Because it is competitive. I will say that. Performing arts, we're a competitive bunch. Which sucks, but we are competitive.
Everyone has to be competitive.
Yeah. Anyways, getting back on track.
Yeah.
What do we want? Do we want to talk about music?
Oh, yeah, we could go into the music.
Because I think you could go on a big tangent with music.
Oh, I can.
This girl loves music.
I listen to a lot of music. I really do. I think music videos, I was in a music video class in the last year, and I just think there are not enough videos that showcase what the song really means, short form wise. And so I think some songs that do have the backstory for it do deserve a short form music video for it. Like Taylor Swift's All Too Well 10-minute version.
Yeah. Do more short films.
Yeah.
So would you want like the actual song to be in it, or like do you want
It depends
to do
for
a
the
film
song.
inspired by the song?
It depends for the song, because right now I'm writing a script inspired by a song, but I also wouldn't mind
something
another
more like
a music
All Too
video.
Well,
Yeah.
10-minute version, where
Yeah.
like it's necessary. It's basically just a longer music video. I don't know the word that I was searching for, but basically works too.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
but like a song, like a music video that I would love Taylor Swift to actually do short form is Bigger Than the Whole Sky. I think there's
that would destroy.
But I
the
think
world.
it would be amazing.
I would
like,
love to see would have, could have, should have.
And you're saying
Yeah,
Bigger Than the Whole Sky would destroy.
We pick the most like deep songs.
Yeah, but it's like songs with deeper meaning that have that backstory.
No, but I totally get that, because even like the short, like a normal length music video, I feel like so many artists have strayed away from like a narrative music video and they just do visuals.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of tired of it, to be completely honest. I love a narrative music video. I love when they're telling a story.
I do know why a lot of artists don't do it though.
Why?
Music videos aren't funded by anyone but the artist themselves.
Those visual ones would be more expensive than just doing a narrative one.
Who knows? But
because like some of those visuals are like so detailed and intense, and I'm like, no way is that cheaper than just like doing a narrative.
Well, if you're, let's say a narrative needs a couple of locations, a couple of different permits.
And I don't even mean like it needs to be like a film type narrative.
Yeah.
But like I miss stuff like driver's license. It was enough to like kind of tell the story of what the song was, like to follow the story in the song. But I don't like how, like, I like her music videos now, but they're very much visual music videos. For instance, Getting Back.
I haven't watched it.
It's basically her just walking around. Oh, I did like the music video for Obsessed though. I did like that one because it kind of had a little bit more of a narrative. Like, it was like this whole like beauty pageant, but with the past girlfriends. And I thought that was very creative and went with the song and was kind of a narrative. And I appreciated that. But even like some of Taylor Swift's newest music videos,
Some of
like
them I don't
Karma,
like.
I didn't really like Karma's music video because I think a lot of it's high budget, but it's lacking in story.
Yeah, I just want a music video with a story, and I could see music in short form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
get a lot of inspiration from songs.
Me
So.
too. Because I Know Places, which is a pilot that I wrote, is inspired by Taylor Swift's I Know Places. Doesn't really have much to do with it, to be honest, anymore. But
But you've
it
got
still
the
has
original
it still
idea
has the
from
name.
it. Yeah.
And the idea did come from me literally listening to that 3-minute song. The whole premise of that show came into my head in those 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But
music is very receptive. It really is on the listener.
Yeah. Is there any other songs that you want to see?
Shutter Island by Jessie Reyes.
Okay.
I think could be a great short form. She's a little underground right now.
Yeah.
But I love her.
Is there anything, well, I guess you probably don't want to give it away because you don't want anybody stealing your idea.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, is there anything idea-wise that you could share? Like what's percolating in your brain?
The only one that I will share is the Lose Control by Teddy Swims because I finished almost writing it and no one's going to be able to get what I wrote.
Yeah.
But other than that, no. The one that I'm marinating right now, I want nobody to get an idea from it. Like, I'm greedy. Like,
Yeah.
I will be LA. No, I have nothing going on. Sorry.
No, I get it. Because the way that I would love to talk about I Know Places on social media and like explain it,
No.
I don't trust it though. Like, I don't trust somebody like stealing it.
No.
And then trying to write it for themselves. Obviously, they'd never be able to write the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But they could take my premise from me, and that like scares me.
Get it copyrighted.
Yeah. Technically, the moment that a word hits paper, it's yours, even if you don't copyright it. I have the proof that I wrote it on this date because Final Draft does that for me.
Yeah, you could copyright your script through Final Draft.
Final Graft?
Yeah. I
Math?
just want to graft right now.
Yeah. I need to look into it, but yeah. Then I have
You have songs?
I do have songs on here. I have Peter by
Oh.
Taylor Swift that just came out, which I explained to you my idea.
Yeah, you did.
And I'm like, do I want to say it? Because it's not.
Do you want to say it or are you going to write it?
Probably.
Then just
Not.
probably not.
Okay.
Not.
But I
Yeah.
have a story for
Peter
in mind
Yeah.
that I would really love to write and possibly film before I graduate.
I think it would be able to be done.
Oh, 100%. Like, it would need, like, one main location. And probably, like, just in front of a club or something. Or what we could make look like a club.
You can make any building look like a club.
Yeah. And then it would be, like, quick shots of memories in different locations. But they would be, like, quick and short. That would probably be the most complicated part. Is just, like, getting a bunch of different locations and doing them quick.
Yeah.
But it's possible.
That's when you
it's been done.
It's skeleton crewing it.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to happen.
I also have Just My Type by Taylor Beckett. I don't know how to say her last name. I think I found her song off of TikTok. And the whole premise is kind of like being the other girl.
Oh.
Where like this guy is I don't know if they're in another relationship, but they're infatuated by someone else. But you're infatuated with them and you're always going to be like the second choice. And I really would love to write like, I feel like I'd like to write a feature film based on it. Because I was telling you this on one of our FaceTimes, one of our many FaceTimes, but like I would love to explore the idea of loneliness, even when you're not alone. But I would love to do like a film of Just My Type, like that kind of premise of like, there's another girl, you are the other girl, the main character is the other girl. And like exploring like the loneliness that comes with that, but not being actually alone. Like you're surrounded by so many other people, but you feel so lonely because that experience is so isolating. And not to get deep, but like I get the feeling of being lonely when you're not alone. And
Yeah.
so that's like a topic that's so important to me, and I feel like that song
No, I
would
think
definitely like be inspired by that song.
yeah.
But I feel like that should be like a feature film, but like obviously I'd write it as like it would be an indie. It's me writing it. But like I
Yeah.
want it to feel indie.
Would you want it to feel
I kind of would like it to feel
like a
almost experimental, like visual
Okay.
wise, like very like that type of indie. Like if
Handheld?
anybody's
or stationary?
maybe some handheld. If
Mhm.
anybody's seen the movie I Believe in Unicorns, it's a Natalia Dyer film. Like when she was really
No.
young that she did. I don't want it to be exactly like that. That movie was very experimental and very like out there in my opinion. And it wasn't like my favorite movie that I've ever seen of Natalia Dyer's, but that's kind of almost the feel that I want. Is I want it to kind of be me saying like I love a narrative instead of the visuals, but I do kind of want it to focus on visuals because it's a pretty basic story idea.
Mhm.
So I feel like doing some cool visuals that say more than some of the dialogue would could be very interesting for it.
No, that sounds fun.
Yeah. It would be very challenging for me, but
But look at
I
us.
think that's why I kind of want to do it. But who knows when I'll write that because I'm not really a feature film writer.
Over the summer.
Yeah,
You have the time.
yeah. I need to figure out though the storyline though. Like I have the
Outline.
ideas. Oh, duh. I need
I'm
to
a
finish.
writer that doesn't outline, which is a little rough.
I don't have an outline for the feature film that I'm writing now.
How's that going?
Fine, because I know exactly what I want to hit.
Oh.
Because this story has been in my brain for longer than I Know Places was.
Oh.
This idea came to me in high school
Okay.
from talking about another story that was inspired by a song. Originally, the main character in this story idea, because this was supposed to be a book. It was a book idea. It was
Oh,
never supposed to be
right.
a feature film.
Mhm.
But for a class, I needed a story, so I'm writing it for a feature film. But originally, the main character's name was Evermore. It's now Everly. I like it better. It's not as strange.
Evermore.
But it was named after it because the Evermore album inspired a lot of it.
Oh.
Not necessarily story-wise, but atmosphere-wise. Like, it's supposed to be very much foresty, rural New York. Because I only write stories in New York. I've never written a story outside of New York.
Really?
No. Because I want to film my stuff in upstate New York.
Oh. I never really give
I
that
was born and
place.
raised in upstate New York, by the way.
Mm.
But there's so many nice places in upstate New York, and I think now it's getting like the film community is going there more.
Uh-huh.
But I think I would love to like film stuff of mine in upstate New York.
That's fun.
And I wanted to take place in upstate New York because you never see stories in upstate New York. It's always
No,
New
not
York
really.
City. And I'm like, in upstate New York is not the city, like the towns that are near the city. They will say upstate New York includes those, and technically it does. But where I'm from, I'm talking like Albany area. That's what I mean
Oh
by
my god.
upstate.
You know, we were talking about this, yesterday.
Mhm.
I forgot that this is a dumb moment. When Sierra said that there's cows in New York, I was like, really? Like, there's no way.
Dude, there's so many cows in New York. You don't
But
understand.
I've only ever been to the city or across it to Jersey. Like, I've never been outside of the city. So, like, to me, in
You've
my
never
mind,
been anywhere near where I was raised.
no.
That's for sure, because I'm not near Jersey or the city. I was like 4 hours away.
Oh,
But my hometown, before it became a suburbs, was like farmland. Like
that's
many of my
nice, though.
teachers would talk about how when they were younger and they would like drive through my hometown, it would just be farmland. Like it was recently farmland before it became suburbs, which is where I grew up was suburbs. But not long before that, it was all farmland. I have such bad vocal fry right now and I can't unhear it and I'm so sorry. I cannot stop. I'm trying so hard. But for some reason it just keeps going back to vocal fry.
Do you need a cup of warm water and lemon?
I don't know. How do I
'Cause-
get on my voice? I took a voice class. What's happening?
I took the same voice class, funny enough.
How do I get back on my voice?
You have to ground yourself again. You have to release all tension.
Back on topic. Music adaptations.
I was like, what was the topic before?
Music adaptations. But yeah, I really want to film stuff in upstate New York. But like real upstate New York. not
Sierra wants to get down.
Poughkeepsie, not that area.
The
No.
nitty-gritty.
I want upstate New York.
New York.
I want Albany, Troy, Saratoga, Schenectady.
Schenectady is a fun word to say.
Schenectady is a wild place. But yeah,
Which is funny that you give your script a specific location. I've never written a script in a specific place.
every script that I have already has a town name.
I write a lot of short form, so
They're all fictional town names. They're not real towns. Because I don't want to commit to that. I don't want the research for that. But they do take place in upstate New York. The feature film that I'm writing right now is more rural. Well, they're both pretty rural, but like the feature film is like in the woods.
Mhm.
In the woods. Like it's all woods. It's kind of how I envision like the best related town in New York that I'd relate it to is Socrates.
I don't even know what that is.
That's where Stay Awake was filmed. Which is
Y'all should watch Stay Awake and see Sierra's cameo in it. It's
It was
amazing.
a film that I was in it when I was 18. But that was filmed in Socrates. And that's like very much the vibe. Like there's a lot of woods in Socrates.
I was gonna say,
At least in
didn't
the area
seem
that like we filmed, there was a lot
Yeah.
of woods there.
not much to the area.
Yeah, and then I know places the town is more it's rural. It's definitely not suburbs, but it has more like development than what I picture the feature film town to have.
I see.
Or at least where the main character lives in the feature film.
Mm-hmm.
So, though I'm realizing both of my main characters in both of those live on a hill.
Trying to make hill moments
Yeah.
like Timothy Chalamet and his hill moments. That man could eat up a roll on a hill.
I also have realized that I love writing high school. This is
Really?
so random, but like both of them
High
take
school?
place in high school.
I can only do college.
I've never written something in college. Like I've never
Oh.
like written college-based stories.
Different.
I just think I love writing about teenagers.
They're easy to write about.
I also think like that's like I'm just in my early 20s now.
we both
so, like,
are. We're the same
yeah.
age.
Well, duh. But like viewers.
Right.
Not saying my specific age though, because I'm gonna keep that a mystery for acting purposes.
We're both in the same age.
Actually, though, you did out my age in the last video because you put my age on the.
You outed yourself. You put your
You
age
weren't
on the
supposed
presentation.
to include it, but yeah.
Either way, if you go watch the
Don't
last
do it.
video, then you could see how old she is, and
Yeah.
then make the assumption of how old I am because we are the same age.
So they can't make an assumption because you just said what your age is. We're the same age. But because early 20s, I feel like I can talk about teenage years more than I can.
Yeah.
Or like college years, I can also write about.
It's also teenagers. You're a teenager during your college
Yeah.
years,
I,
so
I haven't had time to like sit in the college age like afterwards. Like
Mhm.
now I can look at high school in a different way. So I feel like I can write it more.
I should try writing high school.
Because
then.
like I remember enough to be able to like write a genuine high school story, but also I've been away from it far enough to where like I can see things clearly from it. So like I kind of get the best of both worlds, whereas like college I can't quite do that yet because I'm still in college. I'm still dealing with college.
yeah.
I like kind of being like separated a little bit.
Well, I feel separated from my undergrad.
Well, yeah, because you're not
Yeah.
undergrad anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
I can feel the difference between the two, and I
Mhm.
think I could have a perspective on undergrad. It's not as big as
Yeah.
high school. I think I should try writing high school, but I kind of write in the time that I'm in.
College, like, this is so off topic, but like I feel like college is not. Maybe it's because of the college that we go to, but I feel like it wasn't nearly as eventful as high school was for me. I feel like there's a lot more like pivotal moments that happened in high school for me than like in college.
I've missed some pivotal moments thanks to COVID.
Oh, same.
Like,
Prom?
prom, never had her.
Never had her either.
Senior trip, gone.
I don't think my school even did a senior trip either way, so.
Oh, well, that was something I looked forward to because we went to Universal.
If we
So-
did, I didn't get it. I think
Oh, graduation was gone for me too.
we probably would have gone. It's basically Six Flags. It's owned by Six Flags, but it's called Great Escape. That's probably where we would have gone to, and I don't freaking care, honestly, about that, because I could have gone to that anytime that I wanted. And it's not as good as Six Flags, like the actual Six Flags is. Because it wasn't originally Six Flags, but now it's bought by Six Flags.
Oh.
Basically, short. That wasn't
If you
short,
wanted the
but-
history
Yeah.
behind it, there you go.
I was like, short story, and I'm like, no, that wasn't short. I also have a prom dress. I bought a prom dress before COVID happened,
Yeah.
and I've never gotten to wear it.
I tried on the prom dress I wanted. We were gonna go back and buy it, and then literally the next day we got the proms
Yeah.
canceled.
I'm kind of happy that I got the prom dress, even though I haven't been able to wear it. I don't regret getting it because at least that's something that I have.
Yeah.
From that dream, like I got to go prom dress shopping at least,
Mm-hmm.
because I think otherwise I would have literally like
Well,
been 10 times more like devastated. Because like it's that, and then this is gonna sound really cheesy, but the fact that I never had like a high school romance, those two things kills me. And I know people will be like, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
It's not that you need it," but it's like I wanted it. Like I know that like it wouldn't have probably continued anywhere. People will say like it doesn't really matter if you had a high school romance, but like it's young love. It's like youthful high school love. It's like the most innocent love that you can have,
Yeah.
and I'm past that.
You could still have an innocent kind of love.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be the same.
No, it's not going to be like you're in high school, like it's puppy love,
Mhm.
but I think you could still have a
Like,
version of that.
That one doesn't devastate me as much as prom was because that I literally dreamed about, like
Yeah.
dreamed about. But like I wish I could have had a love that happened in high school, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, was never even close to it. Didn't even ever. Thank God, actually, I never had a situationship. I think that's the dumbest crap ever, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
But I didn't like. I was never close to it. So the last time I had like close guy friends was elementary school.
I don't even think I talked to boys in elementary school. I think I terrorized them on the playground by chasing them. Like literally terrorize.
Actually, though, the funny thing is, those guys that I was close friends with, both of them outwardly had a crush on me. So I feel like also in a way that kind of ruined like the way that I viewed guy friendships because I was like, oh, if a guy's friend with me, they like me.
I mean, at some degree
Because
they
the
do.
times that like I have been friends with guys, which was very, very early on in my life, they both liked me.
No, I got to experience that later on in
I will
life,
say-
and they all like
I
you.
did get to have the story of he liked me first and then I liked him a little too late because one of those kids that I was really close with had a huge crush on me in kindergarten and I didn't start liking him until first grade and he did not like me by then.
Wow, guys, elementary school guys.
The drama. This is the most romantic drama that I've ever had in my life was elementary school.
It's okay. At least it's not heartbreak.
Yeah. Well,
Well, is it better to have lost than to not have anything at all? Yeah, in my experience. I think
it's this is where we differ though cuz like I would have loved to have my heart broken.
No, what I'm saying is
Oh.
it's better to have the loss than to not
Yeah.
love at all.
Mhm.
But like the things to get through that is different for
Like it's
everyone.
yeah. But it would have been cool to experience that in high school.
Well, you could still experience it
not.
in college. You got a year.
With what prospects?
Put yourself out there, Shawnee.
With what? Bumble?
On dating apps.
Dating
God
apps.
dang it.
High school love.
High school love, not needed, overrated.
But I also think, in some ways, tying this back to our main topic
Right.
of like, well, we're not quite going back to adaptations, but I think one thing that I love writing about high school is like I'm writing about the things that I never got to experience in high school. So in a way that like to experience those things through my characters. And some people were like would be like, well, it's not your true experience, but like I'm an imaginative person.
It's my what
I
if.
can include myself in something that never actually happened, and I can feel those emotions the same way.
Yeah.
It's called being an actor.
Being creative.
Yeah, it's called using my imagination.
Use the right side of your brain, y'all.
Okay. But yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, what a great discussion we've had today.
we're not done.
There's nothing else to talk about.
I have something to talk about.
What?
House of Anubis.
Back to shows. We finished with shows, but back to shows.
We didn't talk about shows that we'd like to readapt.
I didn't know that was on the table.
It was for me.
Oh, okay. It wasn't for me.
You can talk about stuff like that. But when I say this, obviously like some of these shows weren't based off of like a book or anything, but I'm going to say readapt just because like they've already been made and I want to like reboot them basically.
Mm-hmm.
But the main one that, oh my god, would be a passion project of mine is House of Anubis, because this show shaped me as a kid. Like, I don't think I would be the person that I am without that show. Like, it is my favorite childhood show. Honestly, I could consider it being one of my favorite shows now. Like, I still watch it to this day. I love it so much. Literally, I'm obsessed. And I would love to obviously like respect what it was,
Mm-hmm.
but I would love to transform it into like a YA series and make it darker. Because I think a lot of the topics, like one of the things that I hear a lot of people talk about with that series is it was like they were scared of it as a child because
It wasn't scary.
a lot of people thought it was scary.
Maybe I'm different.
Did you watch it?
House of Anubis?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that you watched it.
Yeah, it wasn't my show, but I watched it.
It was my show. But I know a lot of people that said that that show gave them nightmares. Specifically, not season 1, season 2. Because there's literally a ghost that like comes to haunt them to basically kill them. Dude, this show was
Didn't
dark.
faze me.
I don't think you're remembering it the same way.
Maybe
This show was dark.
it didn't
but, like,
seem dark.
But it was on Nickelodeon, so they couldn't really play in as much. But like, I would love to deep dive into it and like play into like a little bit of the horror.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's that horror like as it is, but like play into horror aspects. Not that I'm a horror person, so I wouldn't make it like full on horror. But that word now sounds very strange to me. I've said it so many times. But I would love to readapt it, make it a YA type series, make it darker. I would love to reinvent some of the props and stuff and make it more realistic to what would have been in King Tut's grave. And yeah. Cuz I love that series and I think there's so much potential to be more.
Yeah.
So I'd love to make it more.
You do that.
And I think it was loved enough, but I don't think it has so much of a fan base where people would be like up in arms at it being rebooted into something else.
Mm.
I think it's a very niche in like cult following.
Would you be able to take the idea of that story and make something new based off of it?
No, I want to go.
You want a House of Anubis?
I want to go off of like kind of what they had
Okay.
and expand on it, fix some of the plot holes, fix some of the things that I didn't love about it. Like basically polish it up and make it for an older generation.
Heard. Understood.
And I'll be totally honest, this one not as passionate about, but part of me also kind of wants to do that with H2O. I love H2O.
I love H2O, but it did need an end. Like, it gets repetitive. Like, I don't think there's
It's
so
just-
much that they could have
There's some
changed.
storylines, like the Ricky and Zayn storyline, could have been so much more.
Yeah.
It could have been such a good, like, really slow burn. But like they kind of do this, like the timeline for it's a little weird, and I would love to fix that right up and like expand on that series as well, and also make it not like older, but like teen, again, more like a YA series.
Yeah.
I would love to also do that for H2O, but like House of Anubis is my first priority.
Well, there's no shows that I would want rebooted.
Really?
No. The only show, only for my enjoyment, is Julie and the Phantoms.
That just needs a continuation.
Yeah.
They don't even need to reboot that. They just need to continue it.
Well, I think Netflix has put the hard slammer of no.
Yeah, they need
I think Disney
option.
was in talks to try and buy the rights, but I don't think it's going through.
I think they could, like, if Disney was able to get the rights,
they could do it now.
They could definitely do it now that High School Musical, the series is done, because they won't have those two things like competing. So I think that was the biggest reason why Julie and the Phantoms wasn't on Disney Plus in the first place, was because they had High School the Musical the series. Yeah, I said that correctly. Also going on at the same time, so they would have been direct competitors, which means split in viewership.
Yeah, and I feel like Julie and the Phantoms was better developed than High School Musical the series. Because I don't think how much High School Musical we really needed. Like, that's my own personal opinion.
I enjoyed season 1 a lot of High School Musical the series. Like, I really enjoyed that first season. I think I enjoyed it a little bit more than Julie and the Phantoms, but not by much. But I do think I preferred it. Season 2 was okay. I did not watch any of the other seasons. I think that's what we've talked about is mostly what I'd want to adapt, readapt, whatever. I think the only thing that I would ever consider, and this isn't really something that I personally want to like be a part of to remake, but I would love The 100 to be rebooted, because I think they jumped the shark a few too many times towards the end, and I have no interest in ever finishing that series. I haven't finished it, and will never finish it, but I love that first season, and I think that I haven't read the books, but I know one of the main disappointments of that show was these two characters were very much like in a slow burn type love story, and the show never finished it. They went in a completely different direction, and like the fans were rooting for it, and yes, the fans aren't always going to get what they're rooting for. Like, it's not always going to happen. But I think the reason why it was so big that they didn't choose to make them Endgame was because in the books they are Endgame.
Now, I'm telling you, they do that on Amazon Prime with The Summer I Turned Pretty. I will throw rocks.
You will see us outside of Amazon's like studios with
rioting,
pitchforks,
rioting,
and flames.
You're telling me
arson. I will commit my first ever crime.
Ain't no way.
No way.
I'm like literally getting mad.
It's not even happened. I think they're being truthful.
Me too.
With like what you've told me, what you've seen for filming, they're 100% being truthful.
Oh, they 100%. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Jenny Han saying that she might change it. She's a liar. She's gonna stick exactly to it.
She's changed some things.
She said at one point that she might change the ending.
But
she's a little liar. She's not gonna do that. She's not gonna do it. No way. No chance. No shot. No shot.
No shot. Belly is gonna marry someone.
If she does, Jenny Han, look out. I love you.
But we're gonna have some words. We're gonna have some words about that one. My Connie baby? Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? There's only one right answer.
I thought you knew.
What was I supposed to do? I was out of my mind in love. There's only one way that this show can end.
Belly and Conrad Endgame.
Yes.
Yep. That's the only ending I'm accepting.
Isabel and Connie baby.
Yeah. Is there anything else to talk about?
I don't know. Do you have anything else?
No.
Wow.
Look at that.
This episode was so
everywhere.
We had a topic, but we tangent.
I think
That's
the
not a
topic-
word, but
Okay, the topic brings on
A lot of different
various
things.
adjacent conversations.
which is like why I kind of wanted to do this, because also like not that you write all the time, like you don't write as much as I do, but like it got like both of our writers' brains like out.
working, yeah,
Yeah.
which goes everywhere in my head.
And I love talking about my writing projects.
Period, as you should.
But the worst thing is I can't really even in depth talk about them because I don't want anybody, as we said, we don't want anybody stealing them.
yeah,
Which sucks because I just want to talk about it.
but it's okay. Well,
You'll just have to wait until it comes out.
yeah, guys, just be on the lookout.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we say, well, thanks for watching. You could go ahead and check out our socials for any updates with the podcast.
And definitely check out our latest Music Monday, which is where we reacted to the first part of the Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift.
And the second part is coming out.
And the second part is coming out soon. Yeah.
Thank you.
I think that's it.
You guys are such a great audience.
Thanks
Like,
for
we love
listening.
you.
Thanks for listening to us rant.
Yeah. For us,
And
little
go on
yapping.
little
Yeah, we just
tangents.
needed a yapping session.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Well, that's
fueling
what this
that.
is. We're doing little girly talks.
Girly talks.
Yeah.
Girly talks with our gang.
Anyways,
Yeah, no, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks, and we can't wait for you to listen in again. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Please drop in your dumb moments in any of our comments.
we would love to talk about your
DMs.
dumb moments. Don't leave us stranded here, guys.
Yeah, this is our third podcast,
make
and we
us look
still
stupid.
have no dumb moments to react to. Anyways,
Anyways, love ya.
bye.